We are right smack in the middle of the Black Friday in July and Prime Day. Mr. Fox, you look so different. Last time I saw you. What also looks different are the sales. I thought we'd see something completely different. It turns out that most of the sales came yesterday, Monday, July 10th, as of recording of this, Tuesday, July 11th, the start of Prime Day. And I guess I thought that Prime Day would happen first and then everyone else would just, you know, follow along. You get Target, Kohl's, Walmart, even GameStop. We got another interesting Fox. Now GameStop does have a summer sale. There is a clearance here, take an extra 30% off. And going on their site here, I feel like they were kind of left out. There is a sale for Arcade1ups at GameStop, the same sale that everyone else is carrying. You see X-Men $4.99, Countercade $159, Head to Head $169, and the Dragon Slayer for $4.99, which I do think is a good buy. The GameStop also has some of those Super 7 Power Rangers figures that we saw at Walmart along with Best Buy. Looks like Wave 4. And they do have clearance prices and the sale's going on through Saturday. Now the staff was very helpful. I did ask about Arcade1up. Primarily, if I ordered something, would I be able to do a store pickup, or does it have to ship to my home? And unfortunately it does have to ship home. They said there was once a time that they did stock Arcade1ups. I think it's pretty rare that a GameStop would have them, but there might be a Arcade1up at some GameStops. We're gonna go over to Target over here. I don't know of any incentive really to buy an Arcade1up right now from GameStop versus Target, for example, and I'm gonna get into that next. And why I would pick Target over GameStop is just the whole circle program. The 1%, the 2%, and even if you have store dollars built in, heck, even gift cards, you could really bring this price down even lower. Is this a good time to buy? We're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about maybe what's to come and new releases, and we're gonna tie this all together to find out if right now is a good time to pull the trigger on a cabinet like X-Men. And while we're at Target, I just want to go over all of their sales they're having in store, and this is going to go on through the 15th, which is Saturday, and there's 15, 50%, 30% off clearance prices on all the action figures, the collectibles, and just something like this, which I recently picked up for $10.99. Some really good prices, something to check out. Kind of holding out for this one. There's a sale on the smaller. But not just Arcade1ups, there are sales on action figures. Unfortunately, not the Ninja Turtles. I spy a Fox right over my right shoulder. We found him. There's nothing to worry about. Even though we found different Foxes tonight, we saw different sales, and we're not done yet. We have a couple more places to go, and we're gonna get into why it's a good time to buy on some of them. I don't think every sale right now is worth it. Mr. Fox we'll see on the regular schedule walk and talks, but for now, we're finding sales tonight. Now Arcade1ups aren't the only ones on sale. There is a sale on the MVSX. We're on direct here for $5.39. You get the bar top and the stand, and that's not a bad price. That's what this was when I purchased mine, and I did go with the bar top stand and riser. Right now it's $6.29 on sale. I want to say I paid $5.69, $5.79 for mine, so it has gone up a little bit. But you don't have to get the riser right away. If you want to get this cabinet, $5.39, not a bad deal. And since it's Prime Day, Amazon does have a sale going on with their MVSX. Here's the pro and con with the MVSX on Amazon. The con is it's the same price for that stand and bar top as we just saw from direct. You have the $5.69 minus 30. We're back at $5.39. But when we go to the bar top, the stand, and the riser, $6.49 minus the 33, we're at $6.16. And the reason I'd go through Amazon, not just because you're gonna save, you know, another $10, is if you go with this, you have the bar top, the stand, and the riser. That's 3 different boxes. Order this from direct. You're gonna get 3/4 of this. A week later, you're gonna get the other piece. And when I mean the other piece, you're gonna get that stand last. So if you bought this from MVSX, they're gonna send you the bar top and the riser first. You're not even gonna be able to set this up. Go through Amazon here, you're gonna get this for a little cheaper. Plus, if you do have Prime, you're gonna get an additional 6% versus 5% on your card. And it's gonna come in less than a week. So that's the pros on ordering from Amazon. You're gonna get this model a little cheaper and a lot faster, and you're gonna get the bar top and the stand for the same price, but I would imagine that's gonna come a lot faster than ordering from direct. Now Walmart does have a couple of Arcade1ups that no one else is offering right now for a good price. Now believe it or not, this is exactly where I bought my Simpsons cab for $199 around November when I was actually looking for the NFL Blitz cab. Came across Simpsons, wasn't gonna plan on getting it, but I couldn't pass up the deal. And that's the whole thing with these sales, is we can't pass up deals. Now, not all Walmart carries Arcade1ups. We'll do a quick pass here to see if we come up with any, but there is one online worth checking out. Now there are a couple of cabs I would stay away from, like this Shinku Hadouken for $449.97. We've seen that for $399 on Shop Hippo. That's not the best price. Along with the Joust cabinet for $379. It was either Wayfair or HSN, had it for a lot cheaper, about $100 cheaper, about a month and a half ago. They can do better than that, especially with that TN monitor. I don't know how they go from $299 back to $379 on the Peasant version when the 3/4 is at $399. Like, nobody's gonna pay that. Like, I don't understand their pricing on some of these cabinets. The only cabinet I'm going to recommend to pick up at Walmart, I was thinking Best Buy. Best Buy could probably price match this one. For $379 to get the big blue, one of the tallest Arcade1up cabinets, this is a good price. If you don't have it, 12 games online. I love this cabinet. This is a cabinet that I would have a hard time getting rid of. Something to check out. You do have a couple of days to make up your mind if you want to pull the trigger on Big Blue. A diesel. It was a real miss from Walmart here. Not having any Arcade1ups in store is one thing, but I did do a quick pass by the action figures. There was absolutely no incentive to get anything right now. I mean, that could all change. I do think we're gonna see some stuff next week in a lot of retailers, but just as far as today, you know, the start of Prime Day, you know, circles going on at Target, Best Buy's got their Black Friday in July. Real missed opportunity from Walmart. Black Friday in July at Best Buy. Is there any incentive to shop in store during Prime Day? Now, they did lower the price on Shack Jam to $5.99, but they're gonna do better than that. Terminator 2 still holding out at $3.15. I swear, every time we come here, that alarm's going off. I don't know if it's somebody that picks up a camera, you know, that cord pulls out too far or what, but Dragon Slayer $4.99, 150 off. This is a great pickup, and anyone who wants Dragon Slayer, this is the time to buy. I don't know if we're gonna see this better. There's some sales I would stay away from. I wouldn't get X-Men from Best Buy. $4.99 is still too steep for that. Thank God they turned it off. Still too steep for that cabinet. Not that it's not worth $4.99, but you do see, you know, they are acknowledging the same price as everyone else's, you know, the $400 range to the $500 range, and then those 2-player countercades are going to fall in at $159.99. And of course, we got to do a shout out to the Pac-Mania open box for $319. This is currently showing up $399 online, which is way too steep, along with this open box price is way too steep for this cabinet. Just want to point this out. There isn't a big deal for shopping in store today. They do have some Arcade1ups, which is promising, but Online, it's the same prices as everyone else's, and I did see a price reduction on the Couchcade for $109.99. It is an open box, and there was a sale. I want to say it's about $120 everywhere else. So, you know, it is good to see incentives of coming to the store. This is still too high. This is $50. No one's going to pick this up for over 50 bucks. A couple of quick things I want to talk about while we're still at Best Buy. I really thought that we would see the Street Fighter 2 Turbo for $299. $399, you know, it's $100 more. I don't know if that's inflation. I'm surprised about MK30th, again at $399. I think the Yoga Flame is definitely worth $399. I just don't know if picking it up from Best Buy is worth it. There's incentives to get this at a different retailer. We'll get into that at our final place, but when we're talking MK30th here, this has got to be a better price, just like we talked about with Joust. $400 for this. I mean, we can get the MK, let me look at, we can get the Deluxe here for $499, so for $100 more. And you know, they just had that sale where it was $50 off, basically $50 more than this. This is a great, it's a great look, okay? It's just that monitor, not the greatest, and the riser. I mean, we're just talking about a Deluxe. It's if you're gonna go back and pick up a cabinet with a riser, they gotta do better than that, because this is where they're going. They're going Deluxe. The new NBA Jam was announced. They're going Deluxe. This is what they're gonna sell. Now, the thing is you look at Centipede here. There's no sale on here yet. There's not sales on everything. Capcom Legacy, still the same price, right? Full price on that. Shack Jam, this did come down a little bit, but it's only because they announced the Deluxe Factor, you know, Golden Tee, $700. You're seeing Terminator 2 online for $699. You go to the store, I mean, we cover this at least once a week, right? $315. That's why I keep checking on this, because I always wishful thinking, I'm gonna come in one day and this is gonna be different. This is just proof right here, along with Golden Tee had the same price. You saw the $399, that open box for what, $319? It's just, neither one of these are gonna move. Spend the extra $100, get the Deluxe, right? I have a theory about Golden Axe and X-Men. I was kind of hoping the ticket for X-Men was here, but not anymore. Along with, you know, when they changed this up, they eliminated X-Men because they're focusing on Deluxe. I think they're gonna sit on X-Men and Golden Tee for as long as they can. And, you know, we saw that sale at GameStop a few months ago. Maybe we should have, you know, taken advantage of that. No one's gonna pay $549 right now. It's not moving. This is what really aggravates me a little bit here. KI is back at $699.99. I expect this to be half off very soon. I think we're gonna see sales next week, because not everything's here. Like, look at Big Blue. So will they price match what Walmart was selling for $379? And just to get back into Big Blue, it's a $400 cabinet. There's no doubt about it. And if you pay the $379, taxes kick in, it's still under $400. This is an excellent cabinet. It's well worth the money. If you want to get it, I don't know if we're going to get a better deal than the $379 at Walmart. You know, for us to say, you know, $299 and I'll buy it. Not everything's going to go for $299. Now, they recently got Turtles in Time back in stock. This has been sold out for a couple of months now, so we'll see what happens. This came down as low as the same price of Terminator here at $315. They did have in-store deals. We'll see what happens with that, but I expect to see sales next week. I chose Kohl's to do our closing, our last store, for two reasons. First reason, Best Buy closes an hour earlier than Kohl's, okay? Kohl's is open until 9. We're getting close to 8 o'clock. Best Buy is almost ready to close. Two, wore this shirt for a reason here. I got my X-Men shirt on. If you're gonna get X-Men, there's two places to get X-Men. One of them is Kohl's. And I'm sure everybody knows that you're getting the Kohl's cash For every $50 spent, you're getting $10 for Kohl's Cash. That ends midnight on July 13th. So you will have a day here as of recording of this video to make this decision. But the best place to pick X-Men up, you know, we talked about MK30th. It's just priced too high, even with, you know, $80 worth of Kohl's Cash. It just seems too high, because again, you're spending $3.99. Yeah, you're getting the Kohl's Cash, but there has to be something. And we talk about this, and I want to get into a story about Kohl's Cash because you know how I feel about it. I just want to point out though that out of all of these cabinets, X-Men makes the most sense. And I'm not trying to like persuade you into thinking you're going to get $100 worth of Kohl's Cash here. But you see right here that if you spend the $499.99, get $100 Kohl's Cash, and then you basically have a week to use that up. $499.99 minus the 100, you're at that $399. That's what the sale was. I keep saying a month or so ago, but I mean, you know, everyone was running those sales like continuously. Best Buy was doing those 24-hour sales. It's not a bad deal here. I mean, if you really want this cabinet, to get it for $400 basically, if you have a reason to spend that $100 on something else, Kohl's would be a great place out of any other place to pick up X-Men. Challenging finding Arcade1ups nowadays. The Collectorcade is still at Kohl's. Only other place other than Kohl's to pick up X-Men is Wayfair. The reason, yeah, it's still $499.99, but if you sign up for their newsletter, you get 10% off. So if saving money's more your thing than Kohl's Cash, I mean, let's say you bought X-Men from here and you're like, I want this Collectorcade, they'll pay for it. You know, if that's that important to you, something like that, it's a reason to shop at Kohl's. But if you want to save 10%, which is basically $50 off of the price, you're at $450. You can pick up X-Men. I mean, it's close to that $399. It'd be $399 at Kohl's. If you look at it, the fact that you have that $100, right? Or Wayfair. Those are your two best options for X-Men. Now here's my catch-22 about shopping at Kohl's to get the Kohl's Cash, alright? A year ago today, I picked up Ridge Racer from Kohl's. They were offering the same deal, get the Kohl's Cash. I had points expiring that day. This was the last day to get the Kohl's Cash. I had a purchase in mind that I was going to use it for. A pair of sunglasses. To this day, I still don't wear. We talked about this a while ago. Made the decision, pulled the trigger, 11th hour, I got Ridge Racer. The next day, they dropped Ridge Racer to $399. I paid $6.99 for Ridge Racer, guys. Yeah, I got like $170 worth of Kohl's Cash, and I used, you know, my points and all that stuff, but I still in the long run paid more than I would have got if I just would have waited one more day and got Ridge Racer. My theory with the sales going on Amazon, Kohl's, the Kohl's Cash, Best Buy, I mean, we're not seeing everything on sale right now, right? We're gonna see something next week. When will these end? Kohl's tomorrow, 13th, day after tomorrow. I think there's gonna be a new sale. They can't keep sitting on this inventory. I just don't think we're gonna see anything better on X-Men until closer to Christmas. So if you absolutely want X-Men, I think pull the trigger on X-Men. Dragon's Lair, buy from anybody. $4.99 for Dragon's Lair. I think it's a good price. Any of those two-player countercades, $159, that range. I don't know if we're gonna get any lower than that. And that big blue at Walmart for $379. Those are the only cabs right now that I would pull the trigger on. Just remember that Kohl's Cash is tempting, but we could see something better in just a couple of days. I always say that when a sale hits, that means that a new release is going to come out, and we've seen the new release. This time they did us a favor by showing us the NBA Jam deluxe version. They showed us the Partycade. It is, you know, I don't know if a lot of people are going to be interested in that Partycade. We know that Time Crisis is coming eventually, and then you have the big Buck Hunter Deluxe along with the Wheel of Fortune. This is their lineup. They could surprise us. I mean, they always can surprise us, but the facts are that's what we got coming. Maybe an 80s cab, that rumored 80s cab, the Promise, and then the XL, but we can speculate that Time Crisis is XL. I'm getting off a track here. When sales hit, something comes out. Right now, if you want any of these sales, I mean, don't listen to my opinion. If there's anything you want and the price is low enough and you want to pull the trigger, you're safe as far as the fact that we're not going to get anything new in the next 2 weeks. So if you got something, don't feel like, oh my gosh, if something comes out, I'm going to be out another $5.99, $6.99 something. It's safe to do that. My concern is, you know, I got Ridge Racer for more than I should have got it for, and I think something like that is going to happen this time around. I don't think X-Men's going to be cheaper next week. I just think we're going to see other deals. So if there's other cabinets you'd rather have, just hold out. I did with Shack Jam. They dropped that to $3.99, and I didn't budge. I said it's going to be lower. People are like, no way, this is as low as it's going to get. We'll see about that. I'm holding strong. Now they have a couple more NPA jams. Like, they can't keep sitting on this stuff. X-Men's like a couple-year-old, you know, it's from 2021. So there is a reason to get now. There's a reason to wait. And there's a reason to just hold out until you get new releases. Like, there's no wrong answer here. I just wanted to break everything down. We talk about the sales. I do expect we're going to see more stuff next week, and we'll get into that in our regular walk and talk. I want to thank everybody for watching. We had fun tonight. We checked out some good cabinets, some good deals, but there's always better sales. And if you don't like anything, hold your ground, stand your ground, and we'll see what's to come. I'll see you guys next time.